that's a big responsibility, especially when I'm talking about the generations. But the coolest thing about the generations is that you're all in one. And so I'm going to say stuff that you're going to go, oh yeah, that's me. I may say some things that you're embarrassed about. I just came from my last session and I hit a couple nerves, including my own. But I think we're going to have a lot of fun. My goal today is for you to change. My goal today is for you to adapt, for you to become like bamboo, for you to begin to be a better listener, because we are going to be facing more changes in the next 5 to 6 years than we faced in most of our lifetimes. And so we've got to really get ready for the change. So I want to ask a question. How many of you here look at life before COVID and after COVID? Like, did that happen before? How many of you use that as an example besides me? Yeah, whenever I talk, I go, when did I go, was that before COVID or after COVID? How many of you enjoyed working from home? How many of you had a good time and enjoyed that, right? Maybe you didn't have a good time, but you got a lot more work done. Yeah, COVID has changed the workplace. We have to admit this. It's brought new ideas, new words into the workplace. Now we're talking a lot more about flexibility. We're talking a lot more about mindfulness. We're talking a lot more about mental wellness and people taking mental health days. So it has changed really the way that we work. But the other big change that's gone on happened like about 1.5 years ago. Does anybody know a little company called NVIDIA? I don't know, am I talking to the right people? I mean, think about the Magnificent Seven. Think about all of this with what you do, and think about the stock market, think about investing, and think about AI. If AI is this hot right now, if people are learning it, if we are learning how to write the prompts, if we're beginning to bring it into our lives, what will it be like in the next 5 years? So besides talking about the generations, besides talking about working with people younger and older than you, we've got to have this new mindset. We have to understand, no matter what your generation, and this goes for you baby boomers out there, because I know you. I know several of you are saying, why do I have to learn that? I'm only going to be here the next 5 years. No, just kidding. I'm only going to be here for the next couple of years. Baby boomers, this is a time for all of us to not only look at our careers, but to look at our lives and where they're going even after retirement. So change is here, and the generations are here. So the world has changed, and guess what? So have the people. And what I want you to do is I want you to begin to kind of put aside your biases, put aside your predetermined ideas about a generation. It's so interesting. How many of you have an American Express card? I remember when I got my American Express card many, many years ago, I said, Dad, I'm getting your card. I'm going to be a big girl. I got my first gold American Express. I just read an article where 37% of American Express Platinum card users are, guess who? Young millennials and Gen Z. And they're using the card for what? All the opportunities, all of the discounts, all of the savings. So the world's changing. We can't make a decision just because someone is younger that they're not getting an American Express card. We can't make these decisions anymore about people. We have to get to know them. We have to get to understand them. And the neatest part about this is we're going to learn. So how open are you to learning about people younger and older? Let me see a show of hands.